welcome to another fall vlog. This potentially could be the last fall vlog, like October, Halloween themed, and then we're moving on to November vibes. And I don't really know what I'm giving for November. I really don't know. I know exactly what I'm giving on December 1st. I have already my Christmas winter vlogs planned, just like a touch of what I want to do in them. November is just this big question mark. Like, what do? We're like in the limbo between fall, but Halloween fall, and then Christmas. November gives me Thanksgiving, so it's giving me fall, but not Halloween fall. I don't know what I want to do. So if you have any suggestions of what you want to see in the vlogs, in videos, whatever you want to see, anywhere on my social medias, comment down below so we can plan out November's content. I also want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is the platform that I use to design my website, SienaMirabella.com. I'll have it below if you want to check it out. But I will talk more about Squarespace and how I use it a little bit later on in the video. A while ago, my bookshelf came for my office and I got clips for that. So let's roll that right now. Okay, my bookshelf just got here from Lulu in Georgia. This girly, ignore her, she's gonna leave, she's gonna be gone, but I need a light in here until I get another one. But this is from Lulu in Georgia. I'm so excited to style this. You guys have to comment below how you think I should style it. It might just be great to put books here because, you know, I'm running out of space with my other one. But then I also got a bench. I think I'm gonna move this over here and then put the bench over here because I got a bench in a similar wood color from Lulu in Georgia. It's just not here yet. And so I think it'd be a nice little L and then have a painting above it because I think that'd be a really cute spot to film. Plus the lighting is just super good coming from here. But also please ignore her. This is such a mess. That's going to my mom. We're figuring this situation out. Once I get everything, I'll probably put it in the center. Getting rid of her, going in the dining room. We'll fix it. We will fix it all. But I just want to show you guys the bookshelf. I love it so much. It's so cute. And there's little bald Addie. He got his hair cut yesterday and he got a blueberry facial. Okay, really wanted to go to the pumpkin patch this fall. I was trying to literally every weekend. I went once to the Irvine Railroad pumpkin patch. That's the one I wanted to go to. I went to the other one closer to my old house last year, but I wanted to go to this one, which is like up in the hills of like Tustin, I think. And the line was 2 miles long and we were like, nar, we're dipping. Then we tried to go the next weekend and then we didn't. And so I've never made it to the pumpkin patch and Halloween's this weekend. So I'm gonna cry, but it's okay because I'm still gonna carve pumpkins. Moral of the story, I wanna go to the pumpkin patch, but that didn't happen. While you was sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves. I had my Parsley Health doctor's appointment, which I'm gonna talk about it after my health coach visit, which I have today at like 12, it's 10:19. So I'm gonna do some filming. And then I have my health coach visit, which is like 30 minutes long. And then right after it, I'm gonna talk to you about like everything that I figured out in those appointments and all the new stuff that I'm implementing. It's gonna be really interesting if you care about the health and wellness journey for me. And if you wanna like learn some things about health and wellness. I'm here to share. Saw the comments on the video where I put those pumpkin lights on the console and I took them off and then I put them in my cabinet and I was like, nar, you guys are right, this is hideous. But then all of you were like, girl, you have a balcony. And I was like, wow, I really didn't think about that. We're just gonna put those on my balcony and leave them on for the rest of October. If they die, they die, but they die in good service. So we're gonna hang the balcony lights right now and then my health coach visit, and then who knows? Plants. This was going strong for a while. I got some peppers, I got some tomatoes, but then I completely gave up because the rest died. We're gonna start over, and I'll do that probably when I get back from New York. Hi, Sybil. She is a sassy little bitch, and she loves attention. Yes, she has a mat. Let's ignore it. I have to cut it off. I'm so sorry. Addie's bald now because he went to get his grooming and they shaved off all his hair and then he's gonna grow it back. And I'm gonna start brushing it more because then he'll have like the silky Cocker Spaniel hair that he's supposed to have, and washing him because we have a dog washing station here at the apartment. So, well, I'll include that in a vlog sometime. but he's so cute, my little son. You guys know I've been really into making floral arrangements on in my little vase on my coffee table. So Poppy Flowers sent me some stuff to make my own arrangement, and I'm so excited. Yeah, she looks chaotic, but I freeballed it and I have no idea how to style flowers, and it's a lot harder than it looks. To make it look good, it is a lot harder than it looks. I like low-key want to take a Skillshare course on floral arrangement. I don't know, like I'm really into this now. I wanted to take like 5 seconds to talk about Squarespace, which I'm obsessed with Squarespace, and I will never change platforms that I use for my website. I have used other ones in the past, but Squarespace it's so easy, it's user-friendly. Squarespace is just easy for everyone, whether you're a beginner and you have no idea how to code, you can just drag and drop, customize it the way you want. Or if you're an advanced queen, you can code the whole thing, change it up, style it the way you want. I bought a custom template, so I had someone basically code the website to just customize some certain things. You can always find things online that can go in and integrate with Squarespace. It's the best. But let's jump into my website so you can see really quickly the spiel of it. Right now, we're inside the dashboard for SienaMirabella.com, which is the website that I'm rebranding. It is my main website, and I'm just showing you how easy it is to add sections and customize your website. What makes Squarespace so easy to use is that you can choose from all of these templates. So if you don't really know where to start, but you want to make a contact page, a newsletter, you want to list products for your store, they have all of these templates that you can choose from, and then you can build upon them and customize them to your liking. It's very easy. It's great for beginners or people that just want to make their lives a little bit easier. I think Squarespace is the best. Another great feature of Squarespace is you can add a blog. You can add an e-commerce site. There's so many different variations that you could put on your website. It's easy to create a one-stop shop website where you can create a blog, a store, and you can really showcase all sides to your business through one website. So I'm waiting for my health coach visit, and then I saw this video about the new update for Animal Crossing, and I haven't played it since Miss Rona's lockdown, like in 2020, I think. It's been a minute, but oh my god, there's so many new things. Like, I want to start playing again. If you guys play this game, Animal Crossing New Horizons, comment below. I was obsessed with this, and I think I'm going to become obsessed again for the winter, but it's so cute. You can grow things, and you can cook, like, bitch. What a stunning look. Wow. Yeah, no, this is a really, really good angle. I'm in my bed. I had my health coach meeting. We covered so much, and I cannot wait to share everything with you. So I'm gonna go in the write-up of both appointments so I can like share everything with you, because I love sharing everything. But I'm in my bed because I, again, had a gnarly sinus headache. I get them so much now, and I'm going in for allergy testing soon. That's the extent of that, besties. Nothing helps sinus headaches. If you get sinus headaches, what do you do to take away the pain? Because I tried ibuprofen, tried Sudafed, not working. Let's go back to my doctor's visit. You guys remember, so I was telling you about the fatigue and all the symptoms that I was having, like headaches, just random stuff. We thought that I had a mold toxin, so my doctor had me take the myotocin, or whatever it's called. I probably just made that up, the name. It's a mold test for like mold, metal, impurities in the body. I don't know. I took that test and it came back 0. And she was like, sometimes if it comes up perfectly 0, could still have something. But anyway, she did confirm though that I have overactive mast cells. So you can Google that if you want, but it's just the body's inflamed. That's pretty much all I got from it. So I'm taking stuff to stabilize the mast cells, and I'm doing a 6-week detox to get rid of any potential mold, metal, whatever that's in my body. So I'm doing that for 6 weeks, getting blood drawn again, and then going back to her to just see like what's the sitch. I do have to be gluten-free though, because that just irritates my body so much. She really wants me to be dairy-free and refined sugar-free, which I never have dairy. The only time I really have dairy is if I'm like going out to an Italian restaurant, which is rarely, or I make this vegan one-pot tomato soup, but then I have grilled cheese with it, and I use real Munster cheese. The dairy's not that hard to cut out, but I did learn that butter, the lactose is like completely, somehow it's just minimized. So that's the only dairy that I will have, and she said that's fine. And then with gluten-free, I had a feeling about this because sourdough is fermented, and I've heard that it's just better for people with gluten intolerance. It is. So like 99% of the gluten is taken out of sourdough bread, so that's the only bread that I will be having, unless it's gluten-free. That's basically the diagnosis, the shtick. I do have like a little bit of high cholesterol, which she was like, you're young and healthy, like you shouldn't have kind of high cholesterol, which it runs in my family, so I don't know if it's genetic, but that's why we're doing the detox. And then if that doesn't work, she's like, we're gonna do something about omega. I don't know. This is why I love like a holistic doctor, because they look at you comprehensively. So they look at, the first appointment was like an hour long. They look at every single thing in your history. You take a symptom index about all your body, all areas of the body before every appointment. They just really are comprehensive. And like my main regular doctor, they're kind of dismissive, and they always look at just like one tiny part of something. They don't look at it as a whole. So I feel like things go untreated. But that was the reason that I went to holistic medicine. I've also just listened to a lot of podcasts with doctors with their MD who've turned into holistic and functional medicine doctors because they found there was a problem in the system. So it's really influenced me to seek out holistic care myself. Anyway, let's move on to the health coach, because that's where I can give you guys tips on some things if you have the same problems as me. So basically with that, we have like a headache toolbox, so things to help me when I have a headache. Magnesium is apparently good for headaches as well. I take that before bed. So she wants me to split the dose, take some before bed, take some when I have a headache. Also with meal planning, because I really hate meal prep. I don't like prepping 5 meals that are the same for the week. It's so boring to me and I want to die. So she suggested that I do something like prepping staples, so like prepping the grain or prepping a sauce, stuff like that, so it's easy to make meals. And because I forget to eat lunch, she suggested something like Daily Harvest, which I've been really wanting to do. Daily Harvest, their bowls and their flatbreads, and she's like, you can add protein to that, and that's a good way to have an easy lunch. And I'm like, okay, let me research that. So I'm gonna research Daily Harvest and see like what's the sitch on that. I'm gonna dedicate an hour on Sunday and Wednesday evening to prep the staples, the protein, veggies, or complex carbs. And she's also creating a recipe box for me and giving me some recipe ideas. So I keep recipes in Notion, but I don't update it that often. That's something that she really recommended, was just to keep like a recipe box of different recipes that I can go to. And she's like, use ones that are super easy, like 5 ingredients max. And I was like, oh, I can do that. The number one thing that she recognized in me was that I have horrible self-compassion. And I was like, yeah, duh. So we were talking about my relationship with food. And personally, I didn't think I had a problem with food. I just thought, I love food. I don't like some food. Like, I don't have an actual mind-body problem with food. But then we got into it deeper, and I was like, well, actually, now that you mention it, so you guys know that I like to have everything perfect. Like, I like to do all of my healthy habits, and if I don't do them, then I feel like a horrible human, and I think I've failed, and that's why it's so hard to, like, stick to things, because once you fail, I have to restart the process every time because I'm so hard on myself. And so that's how I am with food. And so when I eat something that's not necessarily super healthy, I feel so bad about it, which in turn it makes me want to eat more unhealthy food, because I eat food that's like comfort food when I'm upset, sad, angry, whatever. And then it in turn makes me more angry at myself. And so she recommended to look into one aspect of intuitive eating. So it's called dissecting like the food police in your brain. And there's so much on it. So if you want to look up intuitive eating, the food police, she wants me to look into that and do journal prompts for that and work on that aspect of my relationship with food. So then that led her to talking about other things about myself. And I'm just like really hard on myself. So if I do something really good, or let's say I did everything I needed to in one day, I always think to myself, okay, that was the bare minimum. Like, you should have been doing this every single day. Like, what's so special? So I never really, I like to celebrate the small wins, but as a whole, those are like the only time that I actually give myself like a compliment, because I'm just so mean about things. And at the same time think, well, why do I need self-compassion? Like, I should just be peak performance. I should just be the best. But then her and my mom both think that when you go through life with compassion for yourself and you're more gentle on yourself, you ultimately make better decisions for yourself and you're just functioning better. So being mean to yourself really has no purpose. Wait, this is why I brought up the food relationship and the hard on yourself. She came up with this idea of every day to have an anchor point, which is a part of the day that's maybe 10 to 20 minutes where it's a non-negotiable, and you block out the entire world and you do one thing for 10 to 20 minutes that relieves stress, is good for just you. And she's gonna give me a bunch of self-care and stress management activities, and she wants me to just try out what works for me. So every day in the evening, I'm gonna dedicate 10 to 20 minutes to that, which I hope I stick to that. She told me it's an anchor point. So it's a part of the day where it's just like stop, reset, stress management. So I'm gonna really, really try with that. Oh my God, she wants me to put a Post-it note that reads self-compassion to serve as a reminder to pause and be kinder to yourself. That makes me want to be meaner to myself. But yeah, I just want to share that with you because a lot of you guys actually comment about like you have similar symptoms or you have issues with health and you're like, why'd you go to holistic? Like, they want to know more about it. So I'm giving you that information, babes. Babes, I said it in an American accent. I meant babes, you know? Anyway, I'm going to bake some pumpkin bread because believe it or not, I haven't baked anything this October. Oh my God, ew, I'm so disappointed. And I'm gonna watch a Halloween movie and put on the lights. I've been watching Halloween movies, but I'm gonna really make it cute tonight, put out the candles. It's gonna be fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go get baking. Welcome to my kitchen. I am baking pumpkin bread. I was gonna make this from scratch, but then I thought, no. So we're doing gluten-free pumpkin bread and muffin baking mix from Trader Joe's. All you need is a cup of water. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do a cup of oat milk, queen, half a cup of oil, 2 large eggs. Her. This should take me like 4 seconds, but sit up! At this point, she just likes to fuck with me. She just likes to eat the flowers on my coffee table. I'm literally sweating in this turtleneck, but if you think I'm taking it off, you've lost your mind. Simple, no need for that. B-roll camera, main camera. Do I put the whole thing in? That just seems like, yep, 1 container. Okay, there's no spices in here except for pumpkin. Girl, I'm gonna have to supplement. Gorgeous. Spooky spatula, love her. Ham, it's a ham to me. I got the word go woof from Schmidt. I was wondering, oh my God, on a totally unrelated note, I cannot stop listening to Taylor Swift. But for the past like 3 months, I am telling you, I've not listened to anything else. As soon as I get in the car, as soon as I put on music at home, I'm just shuffling Taylor Swift. In this house, we use cage-free organic omega-3 large brown grade A eggs, because, you know, health and wealth. Perfect. Why did I take one just randomly out at that spot? That's so messy. Simple! You're done. You're done. I'm thinking nutmeg and cinnamon to spice this girly up. That's what I add to the pancakes, and they're delightful if I do say so myself. Oh my. Also, one thing my mother taught me, she's a baking queen, and she taught me to always sprinkle like sugar on the top of your breads and it crisps up the top. That's what I do on my banana bread every time. and it's phenomenal if I do say so myself. Okay, now I'm just gonna sprinkle the top with sugar because my mom raised me right. One more for good measure. Well, when that's done, we'll regroup. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Siena Mirabella to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.